Hey guys, welcome to lesson 9.6, where we're just going to be focusing on interpreting graphs. So if you have this is on the right, it's called a histogram over here. And so if I wanted to interpret this into like a table, I would list the bottom like numbers or like categories, I guess, down here. Oops. And then I'm going to put how many in each category. So like 0 to 4 video games, there's 6. 5 to 9, let's see, 5, 7, 4, and 2. And so then I can go ahead and like answer different questions. So how many students own no less than 10 games? So I'm talking about, I'm talking about this side right here. And so that is going to be 13. I'm just going to add these all up here, which is 13. And I'm going to go ahead and answer each of these. So this is 16 between 5 and 19 games, so right there. And then how many students own 15 or more games? That's 6. How many students own at most 14 games? That's 18. How many students participate in the survey? So I'm just going to add up everything together. So really we're adding up all of this over here, and that's going to give me 24. Okay. These last are a little bit more complicated. Okay, so what is the percentage of students who own 4 games or less? Okay, well, if I have a total of 24 participants, I guess, and I know that 6 own 4 games or less, then I'm going to say 6 divided by 24, which ends up being 25%. Okay, is the data skewed left, right, or is it symmetric? So do you see how it's kind of weighing heavy on this side? So you would think that you would say skewed left, but it's actually the opposite of what you think. It is skewed right. Okay, and then is it possible to find the range of the data? And it's not, because we have those categories, and we don't know the maximum or min. And so therefore we can't find the range. Okay, let's go to the next group of questions. So we are going to go here. And stem and leaf, it's really easy. You just have to know how to read it. So like these are the ages of the band members. So the band members are 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, and then we go down the next line, 20, 20, 20, and then 21, 22, 22. So you get the idea. Okay, so let's see, let's go ahead and answer the questions here. How old is the youngest band member? That's going to be 17. And then what is the most common? So that's the mode, so that would be 20. What are the ranges of the ages? So I'm going to say 22 minus 17, which is 5. And then how many band members are there? So I'm going to add these all up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 total. Okay, so this one I'm going to interpret like this. Okay, and so I'm going to find the mean, and again, you could do this on Desmos if you wanted to, but the mean, you add all of these up together and divide by the number of pieces of data that you have. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you add these up all up together and divide by 12 if you're not letting or having Desmos help you. So you should have gotten a mean of 17.25. The median, we're going to find the exact center. So let's see if there's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be in between 17 and 18. So that is 17.5. The lower quartile is the median of this data. So between the two 16, so that's going to be 16. The mode, let's see, there's 4 18s, so that's going to be 18. The range, I'm going to take 20 minus 15, so that's going to be 5. And the IQR, so we have to find the upper quartile now. So the IQR is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, which would be 2. Okay, so for number 12, we're going to read this very carefully. So it says, of their time playing games or watching videos. Okay, I'm sorry, wrong one. So this is about the table. Okay, of the students who spent more time playing games. So all I'm worried about is right here. So I don't care about any of the stuff over here. So I know I'm talking about 192 students, and then it's going to kind of dial it in some more. What percent were boys? Okay, so I'm going to say take 138 over 192, and it's about 72%. Okay, so the only way to compare these two pieces of data is to turn this into a box and whisker. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. So I'm going to put my whisker, actually, I'll just come up here. I'll put my whisker there and my whisker there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 on this side and 4 on this side. So my median, look at that. My median is going to be the same. My lower quartile is the median of this, so that's going to be 5. Ooh, that's the same too. My upper quartile, let's see, it looks like 6.5. So let's see. Oh, sorry, no, 7.5. Right there. And so I think I have everything I need to compare. So let's answer the questions. Okay, is the median of A greater than the median of B? No. Is the range of A less than the range of B? No. The upper quartile of A is less than the upper quartile of B. Yes, that's the one. Okay. And let's go ahead and go to this one, number 13. And what I would do is kind of figure out what the questions are wanting. So I see a mean here, I see a median, I see an interquartile range, and that deals with kind of the same thing. So, so it looks like I need mean. Let me put Donna over here. Mean, median, and IQR. And I'll put third Q. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for Andrew over here. Okay, and so a lot of this stuff we can do in Desmos. You can do the mean in Desmos, and then everything else on here, you can click on the stats button in Desmos, and it'll tell you. So I'm going to list out all the values for each of them. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of compare these to answer the question. So does Andrew have a higher mean than Donna? No. Donna and Andrew have the same median. Again, no. Andrew has a higher interquartile range than Donna. Yes, that's the one right there. Okay, so number 14, what I'm going to do is just kind of look through here. I'm interested in the standard deviation. So standard deviation and also the mean. Okay, so I'm going to type those two things into Desmos, and we'll talk about it here in a second. Okay, so again, you can just type your data into Desmos, and I found these two pieces of information. Okay, so let's go through each one. So the wait time at Chipotle is greater. So let's see. So the because the mean is greater. So is the mean at Chipotle greater? Nope, that's not true. The wait time at Chick-fil-A is less because the mean is less. Again, not true. Okay, now we're going over to standard deviation. So standard deviation tells us how much our data goes up and down from the mean. And so the closer it is to 0, the more consistent it is. So what this means is Chipotle's wait time, you're more likely to get right around 5 minutes than you will at Chick-fil-A. So the wait time at Chipotle is more consistent because the standard deviation is less. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, so finally on number 15, we are going to talk about so a lot of times on EOC, they give you like different types of data and you have to figure out like, which to match or whatever. So this is a case, we have this group of data right here. And then I want to see like, does this accurately represent this data? Does this accurately represent the data? Does this accurately represent the data? And all three of them actually do. Notice this one. This is the one that people kind of get tripped up on. So between 61 and 71. So think about that. Like this right here is between 61 and 71. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works. Between 71 and 81. So that would be in there. I have 3. So that works. So that's it. Actually, all 3 of these work. Before I get off of here, I'm going to show you real quick Desmos, like how to just type some things in. Okay, I'm going to go back. Well, let's just do like the Chick-fil-A one. So I'm going to make a table. Sorry, I'm not going to make a table. I am going to call Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. I will call that A, data set A. And so I'm going to just type in the data like this. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay. And so this shows me that I have 10 elements. And then we can do different things with it. So we need to come down on the next line. And let's pretend I wanted to find the mean. So the mean is right here. So I would just say the mean of A, and then it pukes out the number. So we already found that. It was 5 minutes. What if I wanted to do standard deviation? So I'm going to go here, standard deviation, and then type in A, and then it gives it to me like that. Okay, the only other thing, and it didn't apply to this problem, but it applied to the previous one, was like the Donna and Andrew. If I wanted to find like the quartiles or the median, that button is called stats, and it tells you a lot of information. So it's right here. And so let's kind of have a look at that. So it tells you the minimum, it shows you the maximum, it shows you the median, and then both of the quartiles. So if you needed to do like a box and whisker or something like that we talked about the other day, that is where it's at. Okay, that's it, guys.